Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Todd and Erin Daily Stream Podcast.
Mercury is in retrograde, so your entire life is just about to get completely screwed up.
Before you have to explain that to me, let's get something yummy to eat.
Okay.
Video.
First thing, though, I know you wanted to use the Bisquick, but you actually have to make this part from scratch.
This is different. Go ahead and give them the list.
All right, 3 cups all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup sugar,
Look out.
half teaspoon salt, 1 tablespoon
Look
baking
out,
powder.
yolks.
You're getting on me. You remember the whole E. coli thing?
It's salmonella, hon.
Oh, well, there you go.
How much milk?
2.5 cups of milk.
Okay.
It's going on your phone. Just thought you might want to know that. 1 tablespoon white vinegar.
That's the weird thing.
Trust me, it works. 2 tablespoons vanilla extract. 2 eggs, and a half a stick of butter melted.
Now, if you're smart, you're supposed to set apart the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients and mix them both separately and then put them together. Not in my house.
This is why I do the baking, but
All right.
today we're just going to go with
All
it.
right, so that's everything we need
Okay.
to know about the pancakes.
So you're stirring thoroughly. Now, the cool thing about these pancakes is this: you're going to be pouring them into a muffin tin, so you get these little tiny little handheld muffins that are actually pancakes that are super duper tasty.
Plus a secret garnish. A secret garnish.
The garnish is what makes
All right,
this.
tell me a story.
This is so awesome. All right, so there's a man driving along. He's in his Nissan Sentra.
Right.
Black. And
He's what?
he's in his Nissan Sentra. It's a black Nissan Sentra. And
Okay.
then he turns on his cop lights. You're like, oh,
Right.
crap. Undercover
Usually,
cop.
undercover. So they're in the grill.
Yeah.
They're hidden
Yeah.
in the grill.
So he's like, pushing his horn, pull over, pull over. And there's a van in front of him that he feels needs to be pulled over.
Good
so
for
he does.
him. Probably ne'er-do-wells. Criminals
Yeah, steps out.
traveling together.
He's in plain clothes, but he's looking super serious. He's just like, I pulled you over. Do you know what you were doing? And they went, no, but please tell us.
Please tell us more.
And so he's going through whatever he considered the violation. And then he took a look around him and he realized that there were 6 police detectives in the van, all heading for an electronics convention. They all did surveillance. And they all looked at him and said, Officer, can we see your badge?
So he doesn't know yet.
So at this point, he stops blustering and realizes, I'm completely screwed.
Right.
This is Valerie Portlock. He then leaps back into his Nissan Sentra and attempts to speed off into the distance.
From
leaving,
the detectives.
Leaving the detectives. And I'm assuming maybe he's thinking, I can get away because they're laughing so hard, they're not even going to be able to work the gas pedal.
Plus they're in a van.
So he did flee. He was stopped on the expressway. A highway patrol was able to stop and arrest him. So his criminal impersonation, fleeing from police, reckless endangerment.
And being an ass. And picking on the wrong people.
And the best part is that the detective said, could you just wait for the booking? Because we're almost done with the electronics convention and we all really want to be there.
You're going to look so good in orange. All right, fill them up 2/3 of the way.
2/3 of the way.
Which is what I'm doing
And
right
then
now.
we already preheated the oven to 450 degrees. Now, cook time's about 12 minutes. And
Is that it?
Yeah. So
right.
they're delightfully fluffy. They
So
look
there.
super pretty.
All right.
You're going to throw those suckers in the oven now?
All right, I'll do that. And when we come back, we're going to make the frosting for these.
Okay.
All right?
We can do that.
We'll be right back. All right, they're out of the oven, and before we do that...
We know they were a success because Zach stole 3 of them before we could even get them out of the muffin tin. So that was good.
There you go.
All right, chocolate Villet. We're getting so close. Excuse me, I'm getting kind of choked up here. Chocolate Villet. Now, this is what we celebrated the week of chocolate with here on the Daily Stream. And this is actually, ironically, nothing to do with chocolate. What it is a Women's Executive Summit retreat. This is where we have these incredible coaches. Marilee Buchanan, who is one of the smartest, most interesting women I've ever met, is working with you to find your next. Now, I've needed coaching for a long time. The last coach we had as a consultant in radio told me I to like NASCAR because guys liked NASCAR.
That's not what this is about.
This is about where do you want to go? What's your next step? Where do you want to be? And they walk you through it, and everyone works together. And you're surrounded by these really intelligent women who have so much to offer, and it's so cool.
And the people who go to these are from around the world. They come to these different summits, and they come and have that moment where it's just about their goals and where they're going.
Now, this is really cool. It's going to be the 8th through the 12th of September. It's up in Heber Valley, and this package is all inclusive. That means the gorgeous mountain mansion-y thing that we're staying in.
The gorgeous chef.
Chef-prepared meals, all of the workshops, all of the activities, and then afterwards they follow up with you too. And just to make sure that you're where you want to be and you've got someone to talk to and make sure that you keep going. But I've been waiting for this for so long. And by the way, thank you very much for letting me go, because...
Oh, no, it's...
Oh, look, because I'm leaving you with the children.
I'll enjoy the...
And if you want some information on how to ask your boss to pay for this, all you need to do is go to the toddanderindailystream.com. We have all the information there about the event, all the information about what you need to do. There's discounts if you mention Todd and Erin when you're getting your package. I mean, it's all there. But
where do they go again?
You need to do this.
Say it slowly.
The toddanderindailystream.com, or you can go to chocolatevilla.com. Either one will tell you about the retreat in September. But come with me. This is good. We can be roommates. It's going to be amazing.
See everything about it, which is really cool. Okay,
I'm ready.
This is, don't say it, the secret topping to today's, what are they called again?
No, they're really tasty. Maple pancake bites.
All right.
And they're really yummy. It's like that little thing you can hold in your hand. It's perfect for
All
like
right.
that first
Don't look. Let's make the frosting.
Okay. I can move this out of the way.
All right, so what's in here?
Okay, so far we have got the frosting, and this is half a cup cream cheese softened,
That's
a cup
here.
of confectioner's sugar,
That's there.
a pinch of salt, and then of course the secret ingredient, which is 1/4 of cup of real maple syrup.
Okay, now hold it over here. So this is not real maple syrup, because I can't lie to you, because I lived in Maine. And my sister sends us real maple syrup,
Which we keep in the
from
freezer.
New Hampshire.
Because it's sacred.
It's sacred, and it keeps it so it doesn't go moldy and stuff, except for I forgot to take it out, so it's my fault. So we're using the store stuff. Go ahead and do it.
All right, thank you, dear.
So just the explanation there.
Do you feel a little dirty?
But a lot of people don't have real maple syrup.
Well,
you know?
another thing that you can do, though, which is interesting, my mom used to make our syrup by just using
Carrot, what was it called?
real maple flavoring, and then she would just boil sugar and water and into a syrup form.
Caro syrup, isn't it? You can buy at the store as well. But she wouldn't even do that.
My mother would not do
She
a
would
thing
do
like
salt.
that.
She would do that in water. Did you add the salt already?
Yes.
All right, so we are going to frost these. How's that going for you?
It's good. I can do this.
Oh, I know you can. I don't have any doubt.
Yeah,
Just
whatever.
worry about that elbow coming back and popping me in the face.
Well, maybe you should stay away from it.
Oh, okay. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to mash this all up.
I really should be beating this with the mixer. Can you get it out for me? Because the
We
cream
don't
cheese
have a
frost-
mixer. We
Yes,
have
we
a
do.
blender.
Well, go get me for
No,
me.
it's different.
Honey, I'm going to have lumps of cream cheese frosting
Hang on
if you
one
don't
second.
get it for me.
Just keep going.
Honestly.
going.
Okay, there's a new story, though, I've been dying to tell you, though.
All right, go
It's
ahead.
from Metallica.
I'll take over.
Now, is there anything that Metallica cannot do? I mean, really.
Well, first of all, a lot of people are not.
Everybody knows Metallica. They're a heavy metal band.
No,
Enter
a lot
Sandman.
of people aren't into the music. But go ahead and tell them who they are.
All right, you're going to have to hold that steady then. Okay, Metallica, of course, a wonderful heavy metal band. And you may have been here a couple of weeks ago. We told you the story about a woman who actually fended off a cougar that was about to attack her by blasting Metallica from her phone, which is so cool, right? Okay, and so apparently the lead singer of Metallica heard about it and actually gave her a call and, authenticated who he was and said, "Congratulations, we're so proud of you. That's great. Good for you."
All right, so
Extra awesome. Now, this is something I think I mentioned at the time, but I don't know if people know. When they do concerts in different cities, they donated a portion of the proceeds of their ticket sales to hunger charities everywhere they go. This is, incredibly endearing. So here's the cool thing. They're on tour in Romania right now.
excuse me.
What?
Who tours in Romania?
Metallica.
Are they really big in Romania?
Well, here's the thing. They actually haven't been there for 20 years. And if you remember, this was the Eastern Bloc area where 20 years ago, it was a little bit more adventurous, getting the governments to let
Right.
questionable bands like heavy metal.
Well, if you remember, Billy Joel went to Russia
Yeah, and that was like a
during
big
the
deal.
Cold War.
Yeah, that was like a
Okay,
big deal.
go ahead.
So anyway, they celebrated their 20th anniversary of returning to Romania by funding a children's cancer hospital. How much do we love these men? And here's the thing that's so heartbreaking. As you can imagine, in Romania, the medical care
Oh yeah.
is not spectacular.
Right.
As a matter of fact, 50% of children with cancer survive there
Oh.
versus the survival rate of 80% in the rest of Europe.
Right.
I mean, it's heartbreaking. So this was the coolest thing. They funded the Children's Oncology Hospital. They came there and said, "We're playing. Here's a big, fat, gigantic chunk of money.
Because we're Metallica.
Finish up the hospital." And there were other private investors, and it was being driven. But they were the ones that actually made it feasible.
Oh, that's so funny.
And this is what I love about these guys,
Funny.
though. They have this monstrous heavy metal. There's nothing they can't do. They can cure cancer. They
Right.
can drive away cougars.
Head banging.
Yeah, right? I just thought it was a great
That's
story.
fun.
You
All right.
want to try this?
Now it is time to frost, and this is the secret ingredient that is going to make everyone love these, and
Well, there's sugar and cream cheese involved.
and the secret
And the
ingredient.
secret ingredient.
Let's do it. All right, so we started off with the batter. All right, so and
The
then
label I did was very clever.
we went to the frosted. Let me put this over here.
The maple syrup flavored frosting with cream cheese frosting.
This is what they look like.
Those are really adorable, and they're little handheld guys.
They are.
They're perfect.
All right, so what we're gonna do? I've never done this before.
You dip the
What
top.
do you do? What do you do?
We're gonna dip the top. I'm just getting up the little
You
bits.
take it,
Dip.
dip the top, and put it back on this plate.
Swirl it, shake it out a little bit.
Okay, all right.
Not a lot, because I want a lot of frosting.
Okay.
Like so.
Put it on the plate. All right, let me try one. All right.
Are you ready for the secret ingredient?
Not yet. Look at that.
That's so
Oh my
beautiful,
gosh.
honey.
Do them all.
Now
This
you're
is-
into it.
This is fun.
Just,
Get out of the way. Pool party.
you're so immature.
Look at that.
The nice thing about this frosting is the cream cheese frosting side of it gives it a little bit more of a bulk than you would usually get with frosting, so it holds it together better. So if you do have a kid who's like eating this in their hand in the car, it's
They
not going to
can't-
go everywhere.
You can't eat this in the car.
If you're late for school, you're eating it in the car. How many times have we made Zoe eat
You're late
breakfast
for
in the
school.
car?
You're eating oatmeal. You're eating oatmeal.
All right.
And that's it. Now, wait a minute. My part.
Oh yeah, you're always the one that makes it pretty.
All right.
Ready for the secret ingredient?
Yeah, that's
Bacon.
right. All right. So, I think not to overdo
You're so adorable.
is just to...
You know why? Because nothing is better than bacon. I had one of those maple frosted cupcakes with a bacon garnish when I was in New York last, and it was okay. But this, to me, seems like it's supposed to be this way, you know? This is meant to be like this.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you're having pancakes with maple syrup frosting.
That's ridiculous.
It's like the best thing ever.
Mercury and retrograde. Is this a groovy thing?
No, this is like a not great thing. When Mercury is in retrograde, it means all of your communications are about to be screwed up. Mercury, of course, was the god of communication for the Greek gods, remember? Well, yes. Anyway, the important thing is that was part of the planetary alignment. It goes into astrology, and when Mercury goes in retrograde,
Oh, I understand now.
nothing
Yes.
works at all.
Unless you have essential oils in numerology.
Would you like me to prove it to you?
All right, go ahead.
Exhibit 1, your story.
Oh, okay, all right. So there's Utah's known for starting businesses, and they have something called the Mother's Lounge in Pleasant Grove. And what this group does is they send out notifications, Canada, U.S., and all these cards go out, and on the front says, "Congratulations, you're having a baby." On the inside.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
And on the inside, it says, signed by Jenny B. Good
Jenny
going.
B.
Hope you like these things. And they're coupons. Now,
Okay.
the Better Business Bureau has been involved because these cards are going out and they're not sure what the mailing list is based on.
Oh, dear.
But evidently, a lot of people are getting these and having to sit down with their dads and having a long conversation.
I saw one of these on Twitter, and she goes, "Thanks, Jenny B. I don't know who you are, but does anyone want these coupons?"
Right.
Was that what this is?
Yeah, and there's another one where they actually ruined the surprise.
Oh.
And they sent it to the parents, the grandparents, and they got it first, and then they confronted their daughter, and
Oh, no.
they were actually pregnant.
Here's one. "Thanks, Jenny B. How did you know? And also thanks for the awkward conversation with my mother." Wow.
So they're saying that they're just trying to do a good thing and making money and doing all this stuff. And I think the whole plan is just ill-conceived. Oh,
Really?
that's such a long way for a bad joke.
Really?
I'm a little winded. Hang on. Okay, so I'm
Ill-conceived?
not convinced. I'm not convinced
You're
about
such a-
Mercury and
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
restoration. What retrograde? Go ahead.
Mercury is in retrograde.
Whatever.
Okay, here's mine, and this is a
We
killer.
are communicating.
Well, you know how every now and then we get like a random text and we go, what was that even from? And this is because we actually have a large group of friends, and some of them may not be in our contacts list, but we are all in one big group text.
So confusing.
So every now and then a random comment will come up where we're like, I have no idea.
And I have to call
It'll be
Erin.
in conjunction with whatever the group text had been addressing.
And I'll say, what's up with a warthog and jam? And she goes, that's not me. It's so-and-so. And they're having a conversation. And I say, oh, okay, great.
There's a huge mass of text that swept across America last night, including here in Utah, that delivered really confusing texts from friends and family and the occasional ex-boyfriend.
170,000 messages
Yeah.
were sent when it was the server that went down in February,
it's
right?
a telecom vendor called Cineverse, and a server failed on February 14th, that long ago, and
my
got
gosh.
taken offline. Well, it went back online last night, but unfortunately, it had saved all the text messages from that period, and it went kaboom, and it went out everywhere. So people are freaking out. Like poor Stephanie, she's from Portland, Oregon. She woke up at 5 a.m. with a text from her sister that just said, OMG. So poor Steph freaks out because her sister and her baby nephew are in the hospital because her baby nephew's having some complications. She's freaking out. She's calling her sister, no answer. Calling her mom and dad, calling all the family, going, oh, I gotta get to the hospital because there's something else going.
And it just comes out of the blue.
Yeah, she goes, it's funny now, but it really wasn't funny at the time.
Oh my gosh, can you even imagine? It's like having at 4 a.m. That your boyfriend Jose sends you a text and says, I'm on my way over in the Lyft, in the Uber, and I'll pick you up and we're heading for the airport. And also
See, I'd be excited. I'd be going, really? Are we having some sort of vacation getaway? That's awesome.
And I'd be like, who's Jose?
I don't care. I'm on a vacation. Screw you, man. Oh, this one's not good. Another girl, Marissa, got an unwanted message from an ex that she'd broken up with for some time, and he got one from her.
Right.
Because remember, once again, it's on February 14th.
But you could have.
So she freaked out. She's like, he's violating the restraining order. Things have gone wrong. This poor thing. And one of the most awkward ones, apparently, of course, was from a longtime married couple who got. The husband got a message that said, I never want to see you again. And she's reading this going, and it had been from some practical joke they played on each other back in February. Right. But you would imagine that out of context, after a 25-year marriage, that would seem bad.
All right, Mercury.
Have I proved my point?
Yeah, I guess. Not with me, though. Because I'm not listening to you. So anyway, because it's Mercury's fault. By the way, we want you to share the show, the podcast, and hope you liked it. Please comment and share the show. And we'll be back later this week with Tuesday, some more stuff.
Tuesday would be a good time.
Because
we're getting started on Thanksgiving now. So we've got gift card giveaways. We've got all kinds of cool crafts for the kids to do. We've got dessert giveaways so that you don't actually have to going to holiday parties. And we have Todd's most popular video that's received over 500,000 views, cooking a turkey on the Weber grill.
But first, there's ham.
What are we doing with that?
Eating it.
That was so heavy that you're actually panting just having picked it up.
See you next time.
This is like Thor's hammer. I can't lift it.
It says more about me than it does the ham.
It is like Thor's hammer. I'm not worthy to lift it.